What's up, guys, and welcome back to a new episode of the podcast series. I'm here with Dylan, and today we got a lot to talk about. But before we get into it, make sure to like and subscribe for more of these videos. We got a lot to talk about, so let's get right into the news. Earlier today, it was announced by Shams at first before Woj butted in. But Shams first reported that the Milwaukee Bucks have lost a 2022 second-round draft pick due to the botched Bogdan Bogdanovic trade that went down and early free agent talks before you're allowed to talk contracts. So, my thoughts at first was like, why? Why? You know, and now it was reported earlier that only 59 players will be picked in the 2022 draft instead of 60. So, one more person's dream just got crushed of being announced. But, whatever. You can thank the Bucks, I guess. But my thoughts was, there's other teams doing this all the time. And the Lakers do it. And they just get a slap on the wrist. They don't get anything. They don't get any punishments at all. But because we're Milwaukee, lose a second round pick. Now, obviously, yes, it's just a second. But you never know. It could turn into another Malcolm Brogdon. He turned into a pretty good player. He got $20 million per year with Indiana. It could be another Isaiah Thomas, or it could be another Nikola Jokic. There's good players that come out of the second round. It could be another Chris Middleton.
Yeah.
But, we lose a second round pick. Okay, fine, whatever. But the Lakers do it a lot. Other teams probably do it a lot. They just get a slap on the wrist. But we have to get punished. Okay, cool. Whatever. What are your thoughts on this?
Pretty stupid. I did not understand that. When I seen that when I went on my lunch break, I'm like, what? We didn't even get them either.
And here's the thing. I saw a report. The punishment would have increased if we actually got him. So who knows? We might have lost like a first round pick if we would have gotten him. Like, we would have maybe lost like another first round pick. We already gave 5 away for Drew Holiday. But if we would have gotten Bogdan, we probably would have lost more picks. Man. I don't understand it at all, but okay, whatever, cool. Fine. You know what? Fine. It's only a second. Who cares? If it turns into a superstar, I'm going to be severely pissed. But okay, cool. I'm surprised they just give the second round pick to the Lakers. For, whatever. Fine. Just give it to the Lakers. I really don't care. But anyway, I want to move on.
Yeah, that was disappointing.
Yeah.
To hear that we didn't get them anyway, so I don't. And they even said there was no evidence, so like, what the heck?
Yeah, I don't get it. But moving on. I guess since we're on the topic of NBA, I guess instead of going to the Packers, let's do the extensions now, honestly.
Yeah.
Because we're on the topic. So yesterday was the contract extension deadline, and there was a lot of news going around and a lot of extensions, and there was some a little overpayment, but some fair value. So we're gonna go over that now. For some reason, I decided to go off the website. Give me a second here.
There's a lot of extensions to talk about.
Yeah, like Jason Tatum, Donovan Mitchell.
We'll go over the earlier ones towards our beginning part, including Giannis, and yeah.
Yeah, Giannis signed a Supermax extension.
Last week.
Here we go. Load, please. Today. Thank you. But yeah, Donovan Mitchell, 5 years, $163 million. Projected value can go or can increase to 195 if he earns All NBA honors in 2021. Includes a fifth-year option and a 15% trade kicker. Starts in the 2021 to 22 season. Jason Tatum got a 5-year maximum salary projected value of 163 million. Projected value can increase to 195 if Tatum earns All NBA honors in 2021. Includes a fifth-year option and a 15% trade kicker. That obviously starts in the 2021 to 22 season. Bam Adebayo, 5 years, 163 million. Projected value can increase to 195 if he earns MVP honors this season. But there's other incentives. Yeah, that's not going to happen.
But I guess you never know. I suppose he is a good player, but I doubt it.
Yeah, he's most likely going to earn these 185 for All NBA first, 179 for Defensive Player of the Year. That contract, yeah, that one's the most likely.
Even I think Giannis and AD will kind of battle for that, but you could definitely win that though, or be in the battle for it though.
Yeah, that contract starts in the 2021 to 22 season. De'Aaron Fox, 5 years of a maximum salary of 163 million, can increase to 195 if Fox earns first team All NBA, 182 for second team, and 169 for third team. That starts obviously next year. But now let's get into the rest of the 2017 picks.
About those last all the guys just went over. What do you think? You think they did the right thing, or do you think they overpaid or underpaid? I suppose.
Donovan Mitchell earned his money. Tatum earned his money. Bam earned his money. Yep. Fox earned it. I guess he earned his money. That might be a little bit of an overpayment. But when you're Sacramento and you actually get a guy you develop, you need to keep him long term and try to get other guys around him. So I can understand it for a Kings perspective.
He's a very good player, and he seems to be staying more loyal towards them so far. We'll see, of course, later on. But
oh yeah, definitely. But I think it was the right move for all four teams to give those extensions out. And now we're going to move on to the extensions given out yesterday, and then obviously after the 2017 draft class extensions, we're going to go over the veteran contract extensions like Giannis, LeBron, all that. But we're going to kick things off with a little controversial one. Jonathan Isaac receiving a 4-year, $80 million contract extension. My first opinion on this was, okay, is he really worth that? No. But he has potential, yeah. They better hope he has potential now. After that ACL tear, it's kind of risky to give out $20 million per year. And the Magic, they're going to have one of the highest payrolls next year.
That's not even, not to knock them, but they're not the greatest.
No, they're not. They're going to pay Nikola Vucevic his money. Evan Fournier is actually an expiring contract this season, but they're probably going to overpay him to keep him because they're Orlando.
I think that'd be stupid in my opinion.
Yeah, they gotta pay Aaron Gordon's contract. Al-Farouq Aminu's contract. They're gonna have a lot of payroll, and now they gave out 4 years, $80 million to Jonathan Isaac, and then 3 years, $50 million to Markelle Fultz. So yeah.
I guess both. Well, I know you mentioned a bit of the risk with Isaac, but what about Fultz? He's kind of risky too, I suppose.
Yeah, more of an unproven guy, but at the same time, if he does end up developing, he could be a guy that they build around. But then the question is, what do they do with Cole Anthony, their 15th overall pick? Well, he could develop off the bench for a couple of years, and then once Markelle Fultz, either if they figure out who the point guard of the future is, they can either trade Markelle Fultz for value and keep Cole Anthony, or if Cole Anthony doesn't pan out, they could trade Anthony, get some value, and have Markelle Fultz be the future. But that'll definitely be a point guard battle. So yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, or if Anthony doesn't work out, I can just let him walk to free agency and wish him the best of luck going somewhere else.
Yeah, but the Magic have officially committed to mediocrity. But okay, that's them.
Oh, I mean, got John Hammond, so that sounds about right.
Yeah. Once we drop a video on John Hammond this weekend,
Yeah,
you'll
we
figure it
got.
out.
We'll be mentioning something about him later in a
Yeah.
different
That's
video.
why I said the weekend. We're gonna be working on a John Hammond timeline of the weekend, but that's for them. Um Moving on, Derek White, 4 years, 73 million. Um oh man. Is he really worth it? uh, that might be a lot for him. I'm gonna see what he did last year. Um
He's on pretty good. He's been underrated.
all right, let's see what he did last year. Well, he's ruled out for opening night with a toe injury, so that's a great start. He averaged 11.3 points per game last year. I mean, I guess if he continues to develop, I think he could be a good player. But is he worth the 4 years, 73? We'll wait and see what he does this year because obviously that extension kicks in next season. But if he does good, then he earns it. But if he does horrible, then that's not a good news for San Antonio. I think
I
San
think he,
Antonio is just. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I think he's a very good defensive player, if I remember, though. So I think that's kind of what they're paying more for.
I think they're paying for development. I think they're paying him, banking on
Oh,
that he'll develop into maybe like a 20 points per game score. But that
that's
won't
that.
happen. That won't
That's fair.
happen.
And they got his. I thought I heard his defense was pretty dang good too. So I don't know. I could be wrong though.
Yeah, but I don't think they would pay a defensive guy 4 years, 73 million if he can't shoot. He can shoot it. He shot like 36% from three.
So
I mean,
that's
yeah,
pretty Eric Bledsoe, kinda. So
yeah, that's the contract he got. But another one that I'm kind of applauding is OG Anunoby, 4 years, $72 million. Includes a fourth year player option. That could be a good one.
I
He's a
think that could be the steal.
huh?
I think that could be the steal for Toronto. OG Anunoby has potential to be really good, and if OG really breaks out, it's a steal of a deal for Toronto.
Yeah, he's gonna definitely need a breakout now. Luke Canard, 4 years, 56 million, includes 8 million in incentives and a fourth year team option. So that could be a good deal for the Los Angeles Clippers. I think Luke Kennard is a good shooter. He's a good playmaker. He can score the basketball off the bench, or if you want to start him, I don't know. But I think he could
Feels
be. I think he could be a really, really good player for them. Um,
feels really good than the Clippers now.
yeah,
I'm
he's
used
a.
to Detroit.
I was watching Crispy Flakes' reaction to the Warriors and Nets game, and he said, or once he saw Landry Shamet, he's like, "Oh yeah, that was the. He was a part of the three-team deal that got the Clippers Luke Kennard, and then he said, and me internal sadness. So it was basically a four-team trade. But yeah,
Detroit. A lot of Detroit fans are sad when he got traded.
yeah. Fultz we already went over. Kyle Kuzma, 3 years, 40 million, includes a third year player option. I heard a lot of, or I've seen a lot of like some good things about from Laker fans, but at the same time, I don't know if they're really going to be happy with this. But I think it'd be a good deal if he can go back to his rookie year form of averaging like 16 to 17 points. But with LeBron and AD there, I highly doubt it.
He
uh,
broke out a year, and then yeah, that's what he's been living off since.
yeah, it didn't help that in his second year LeBron went there. Speaking of the Lakers, they just lost to the Clippers. They're down by like 8 with 50 seconds left. Yeah, Kuzma had 13 points. So yeah. Oh, let's go. Harrell actually had 17 points. Oh, that'd be good for one of my fantasy leagues. All right, but moving on. The veteran contract extensions. Giannis signing that supermax. We already went over that in a different video. We don't need to go over that again. Rudy Gobert, 5 years, 205, overpaid.
Overpay, my God.
Paul George, 4 years, 176 million, includes a fourth year. I thought it was a lot more than that. What the hell? I thought it was a lot more than that. I thought he got over 200 million. Oh wait, no. Okay, my bad. That includes this year. Okay, never mind. My bad. I thought he got like a 5 year close to the supermax. My bad. I saw a report on that. I'm like, oh, I thought he got more than that. Okay, my bad. LeBron, 2 years, 85 mil. Steven Adams, 2 years, 35, and Monte Morris, 3 years, 27 million. So now 2021 free agency is gonna be boring.
Yeah, you want to. Well, actually, I guess we don't really have to go in depth with that. I mean, the only maybe major free agent will be what Kawhi Leonard if he opts out of his player option that next off season, right?
Yeah, probably. But Paul George, he had to get extended because they gave up the world for him.
The Clippers had no choice on that one.
Yeah, but
Going for the Jazz, okay. I know I said I was a huge overpay. I'm not saying he's bad. He is a good player,
he's in the
but
wrong era.
205 million though,
He's
he
in
ain't that good.
Yeah, he's in the wrong era. He'd be a superstar. That's he's not gonna be overpaid if it was like the '90s, '80s, and '90s. He'd be a superstar player.
He'd be one of the best.
Yeah, he'd probably be in the Shaq conversation if he played in the '80s and '80s and '90s. But this is a new era where you have to shoot. He can't shoot if you couldn't tell. But all right. Let's move on.
He's not the guy who wants your second star.
No, definitely, or number one at all. You need guys.
And unfortunately, he's being paid like it. I mean, congrats
Yeah,
to Gobert. I mean, he's definitely worth a big contract, but definitely not 205 million.
he declined a max, saying that he wants a near super max, and he got it. Good for him for holding out, I guess.
Well,
Cause
I mean, if you're the Jazz, we're gonna give it to him. So I figure you could force their hand more.
yeah, he's like, this is a way too less. This is an underpayment. I want more.
I mean, congrats to him for getting 205 million. I mean, but he just, I mean, I'm not saying he's bad. He is a very good player, but he just isn't worth. He's not a number one or even a number two. I would even say he's a number three. It's paid here 1 and 2 are, I suppose. He'd be a number four or number five in my opinion. He's being paid one of the biggest contracts ever.
Yeah, I agree with you. I was just going to the Packers Twitter to see who all went to the Pro Bowl.
Oh, okay, well,
Yeah.
I think we went over all the NBA stuff now. Other than we had one more thing with the NBA, but I think we can save that for the end.
Yeah. I was just laughing because I saw 8 hours ago the Packers signed kicker J.J. Molson to the practice squad.
uh,
That's a Super Bowl winning move right there. All right.
I mean, it's good to have a backup in case of Crosby were to get like COVID or something. I suppose.
Oh yeah, but the Pro Bowl selections: Devonte Adams, Aaron Jones, David Bakhtiari, Zadarius Smith, Jair Alexander, Aaron Jones, and Elton Jenkins. I know Elton Jenkins did because he liked my Instagram comment to his post saying well deserved. He actually did. That was pretty cool. Okay.
Did you
But
mean Aaron Rodgers on one of them? You said Aaron Jones.
Why am I not seeing Oh, of course, Rodgers. Okay, I got confused for a second because I'm like,
Who should be the
oh,
MVP should be
dude.
there.
Okay, cool. I'm like, oh yeah, where is Rodgers?
I think you said Aaron Jones twice. I was like, wait, what?
Aaron Jones once. I forgot to mention Rodgers because his was down here, and then I saw. Okay, my bad. It wasn't in order on Twitter.
I think the MVP or should be MVP of the league would be
Yeah,
would be a Pro Bowler.
too bad they won't even be at the Pro Bowl. They'll be getting ready for February.
Yeah, we'll be there.
Yeah,
Hopefully.
yeah. But Robert Tunyon deserved to be in there. He did.
That like what the heck were they thinking?
Green Bay's got too many Pro Bowlers. Next.
He legit has been one of the best tight ends in football, and it's unfortunate he didn't even get. It's unfortunate he's not even at least on the bench.
I don't understand it. He's much better than Evan Ingram. He's been
Yeah,
injury prone his whole career.
he beats him in pretty much every category, and Robert Tonyon's probably going to be. He's got potential to be one of the next greatest tight ends in all football.
I hope so. I hope he does.
He does have potential to be that. He already showing why he's one of the best, and he'll probably only get better.
Yeah, I agree with you on that.
Or George Kittle, I don't see why he couldn't.
They're great friends too. That's all.
They're best friends from what I heard.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Thank you, Detroit, for giving us to him.
Yeah.
Giving him.
You can have him. He's a scrub.
That's where we got him from, right? The Lions.
Yeah. I can look that up right now. I can look that up right now. Actually, Packers claim Robert Tunyon. Oh my God, Tunyon. Yep. Oh God. Oh man. All right. Well.
That's one of their biggest blunders, probably.
Oh yeah. Yeah. They always mess up.
Here, and it's going to look even more worse, most likely. The odds are, hopefully.
That's not a good thing.
Hopefully next year, Biani continues to stay just as good, if not better.
Yeah. I would hope so. He's a restricted free agent, so that's good.
He ain't going anywhere.
I hope not.
One of the best guys, they ain't gonna let him go.
Unless some team gives him like $100 million. But I highly doubt that.
No, he hasn't proven technically yet, even though he is one of the best right now.
All right. What else were we gonna talk about?
Corey Linsley got robbed along, in my opinion, Mason Crosby.
Oh yeah. Linsley, yeah, got robbed.
We would have 10 guys. That's pretty incredible, actually.
Oh
really
yeah.
shows how damn good our team is.
Yep. Yeah. Crosby definitely deserves it. He hit like 2 field goals that were above 50 yards that were game winners. Yeah, he definitely earned it.
I just see the Pro Bowlers we got, and I see who else that on the Packers that didn't make, and it's like, damn, we are so good. We got so many good players, but I just hope we can make a Super Bowl run. That's all I want.
Same here, dude. Same here.
I think unfortunately our retarded defensive coordinator is holding us back.
Yeah. Yep.
Did Kenny Clark even make it? I don't even think he made it, did he? Or did he make it?
I hope he made it.
Was he one of the Pro Bowlers? Or there'd be another one, I suppose. I don't remember seeing him, though.
He's not. Are you kidding me?
There's another robbery. Seeing this made me realize how many great players we really got in Green Bay, actually.
Yeah. Yep.
We really have a great and deep all around team, actually, at least at things. We got a lot of really good players.
Yeah. I
I
agree.
just wish we had a defensive coordinator.
All right. We're gonna talk about the expansions for NBA.
For the NFL, we didn't remember the playoffs scenarios and stuff.
Oh, duh. I was like, okay, what else are we gonna talk about?
One seed and all the rest of the scenarios, you know.
Yeah, Green Bay. Thank you for reminding me because I could totally blew past my mind. I'm like, what are we talking about again? Green Bay can clinch the number one seed with a win plus a Seattle loss or tie. Green Bay tie plus New Orleans loss or tie plus Seattle loss or tie as long as both New Orleans and Seattle don't tie. Huh? Okay, cool. um Arizona can clinch a playoff berth with a win plus a Chicago loss or tie, or Arizona tie and a Chicago loss. The Los Angeles Rams can clinch a playoff berth with a win or a tie, or Chicago loss or a tie, or Arizona win or tie. The New Orleans Saints clinches the NFC South Division title with a win or a Tampa Bay loss, or a Tampa Bay tie and New Orleans tie. The Seattle Seahawks clinches the NFC West Division title with just a win. Tampa Bay clinches a playoff berth with a Tampa Bay win or tie, or Chicago loss or tie. The Washington football team can clinch the NFC East with a win plus a Giants loss or tie, or Washington tie plus New Giants loss plus Eagles and Dallas tie. For the AFC, the Cleveland Browns can clinch a playoff berth with a win. Oh, these are a lot. Cleveland win plus Baltimore loss or tie. Cleveland win plus a Miami loss or tie. Cleveland win plus Indiana loss. Cleveland tie plus Baltimore loss. Cleveland tie plus a Miami loss. So they got multiple scenarios there. Colts can
So many
clinch.
scenarios.
God, yeah.
Hard to keep up now.
Yeah. The Colts have a lot of scenarios too. They can clinch a playoff berth with a win plus Baltimore loss or tie, a win plus a Miami loss or tie, a tie plus a Baltimore loss, and a Miami loss for the next scenario, along with an Indianapolis tie. The Chiefs, they can clinch a first round bye with a KC win or tie, Pittsburgh loss or tie, and Buffalo loss or tie. KC clinches strength of victory tiebreaker over Pitt or Buffalo and clinches at least a tie in strength of okay, whatever. That useless. The Steelers can clinch the AFC North title with a Pittsburgh win or a Cleveland loss, or a Pittsburgh tie plus a Cleveland tie. And then the Titans have two scenarios. They can clinch the AFC South Division title with a win plus Indy loss. But if they don't, or if Indy wins, I guess Tennessee can still clinch a playoff berth with a win or a Miami loss, or a Baltimore loss, and then Tennessee tie plus Baltimore tie. So there's a lot of scenarios there if Indianapolis wins as well, so they can still clinch a playoff berth. So those are the NFL scenarios for Week 16. They got a lot of scenarios to.
So you yeah, that's a ton.
Yeah.
So if you had to review that, go back and at the start.
or just go to Adam Schefter on Facebook.
Yeah. Or just don't do anything and just follow your own team.
Yeah, but I was just saying that just in case we had any other viewer of a different team out there. If you do listen to this far,
which we thank you for. Which for us, we're Packer fans, so for us, we're watching the Packers. That's all we care about basically at this point.
And it's great support to the channel. But moving on to a NBA discussion again with the expansion franchise possibility. There's a report earlier. Let me pull it up here. But it was a report basically saying that the NBA might consider not a relocation, an expansion franchise. Oh my God, we talk a lot.
Yeah.
Jesus. Yeah, it's Legion Hoops. The NBA has discussed adding new franchises to help the league recover from the financial losses due to COVID via ad business, top ball coverage, okay. So, Seattle basically needs to be in this conversation. They lost their franchise, and I bet they suffer every day knowing that the OKC, what happens in OKC, people have been bringing that up as a part of their history.
Uh-huh.
And not Stan Van Gundy, his brother Jeff Van Gundy. I couldn't think of it for a second. There's a YouTube video out there of him ranting on the history of Seattle, adding it into OKC's history books. And then they've also said in the past that they want to bring a team back to Seattle. I think that's the perfect spot. But then if you add one more team, you got to add two to balance it out to make it even.
The only way they could do that would be they would have to move a team in the West, like Memphis, for example, to the East. They have to do something like that, or like Minnesota, like that they need to, but I think they should. Seattle, of course, is probably number one, but there's a lot of other locations, though.
True.
San Diego, Las Vegas. You could go back to Vancouver now, I suppose. Try there again.
You can go with the NBA 2K's name of Vancouver Ravens or the Virginia Storm, Nashville Stars.
Nashville, we'll see actually.
The San Diego Surf. Yeah, these are actual teams from 2K. Whenever you do an expansion draft, the Pittsburgh Force, the Baltimore Barons, Kansas City Knights.
You'd have Cincinnati
Lions. Thank you. Yes. I don't remember if there's. I think we covered all the teams from the 2K.
You could also. Here's one low-key underrated place, maybe. Well, Louisville would be one, but I think someone actually mentioned this, and maybe it'd be like Oklahoma City, kind of, would be Omaha.
Oh, my God. Yeah, that'd be a good move.
I think then an OKC fan base like that, where they support them like that, then yeah, it'd be great there, actually. Because out there, they got pretty much no team. So if they want, let's support them. I seen a.
Uh,
I thought I was like, oh, that's kind of intriguing. I suppose. Never would have thought of Omaha actually.
man, that must be owned by Peyton then. Omaha, 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 Senat. Oh, jeez. Yeah,
Another location that would be, of course, Milwaukee again, right?
oh God. So,
Not the old Met.
so for a school project, I guess we should just share this as a story time. For a school project, we had to pick we had to do like a sports franchise or something like that. We had to pick a city and a team name and research like what food would be there, what brand or like what sponsorships or something like that, jerseys or whatever, and where the place would be, why it's a good idea, why it's a bad idea, you know. And we picked Milwaukee Sonics at the Mecca, and
Kind of
we
cool. Different like that.
and we submitted our first form in, but then we decided to add on to it, thinking, it would just automatically go on. Because after we submitted it and turned it in online, we added on to it because they needed, or because I believe the teacher added more onto it or something. So then,
we forgot like jerseys and stuff.
oh yeah, we forgot that, and then we add that on.
I remember that one very well.
Then we get,
and we had food items too. I remember.
yeah, and then we get to the presentation, and all that stuff we worked on wasn't showing up, and I was freaking out. This is the part where I'm freaking out. I'm like, where the fuck is our stuff that we just spent a long time on?
God.
I didn't say that out loud, but that's what I'm in my head. I'm like, where is it? And I'm freaking out there in this presentation, like, oh my god, where the hell is our work? Did we forget to save it? And then, yeah, that's what you're doing the whole time. You're just laughing at me.
Yeah, I was pretty much ripping on you. They said they loved it because it was basically me ripping on you the whole time.
The story of my school life.
I remember the jersey part. I said, well, I guess forget the jerseys. I guess we're gonna wear trash bags for uniforms. So that's about as good as our team is.
Oh my god. Yeah, I think we ended up getting. That? I think we ended up getting still a good score because I did tell the teacher we actually added onto it, but it didn't save or it didn't go onto it.
Our teacher seemed to really like it. He was getting a good kick out of it.
I don't know why I brought this up, but I just wanted to share an experience out there. You can don't look like a fool.
Yeah, that's what I said about the jersey part.
Because here I am freaking out. Like, there's more stuff. I'm like, where's everything? Because I didn't want to get a bad grade. Obviously, I did good in the class because, like, it's easy, but still. Like, I was like, where the fuck is everything that we just did? God.
And I even said, hey, Seth, get a Snickers, not you when you're hungry.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah. Oh, God. Oh, man. Yeah.
That was classic.
Yeah.
But I know for you, probably not so much.
No, not at all. Not at
After a
all.
while, I realized I actually felt bad for you, but I will admit some of it was pretty funny.
Yeah, it's funny. It is. I was freaking out. I was like, I was like, teacher, we did it, and I believe I don't remember what the grade was, but we got like a high 80s on it, so I'll take that any day. I think it was like
After,
88, 86. I think I don't remember.
after I thought about it a bit, and then later I'm like, okay, I'm blamed if you're actually kind of pissed at me.
Yeah, but I think that's
I was
gonna
like,
cap it off. I think we're done here. So make sure to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe for more content, and we will see you guys next time with John Hammond and his timeline with the Milwaukee Bucks. So we'll see you
yeah,
then.
that should be the next one.
Peace.
Peace.